I've lost 50 pounds without calorie deficit and without crazy exercise, eating all the time a lot of carbs, whole food carbs. So following the high-carb, low-fat, whole food, plant-based vegan diet. And this food I'm about to talk to you in this video is one of the reason I lost weight, is one of my staple veggies, because it's a veggie. So stay with me and I will share what is that food. It's on the paper. Why is on the paper? You will find out in a minute. Hello, I am Janina Vlad, the founder of leanOnCarbs.com. I'm here to help you adopt sustainably this high-carb, low-fat, whole food, plant-based vegan diet to reverse your chronic conditions, to lose weight and stay lean for the rest of your life, and to increase your longevity, because this diet is the most nutritious one for our species. I've lost weight, and for the past 3 years, I managed to keep it off. This being for the first time in my life, in my old adult life and the struggles with dieting, when I managed to keep the weight off after losing weight. And I'm here to offer you all this information and binge and watch all my videos, because all my content is diet related. If your goal is to lose weight and to become the healthiest version of yourself, all the time without hunger, without cravings, without crazy exercise, yes, stay around, subscribe and give me a like. Now to the video. What's that food? That veggie, that great veggie that was present in most of my dinners and helped me to lose weight and helped me today keep my weight off, because it's still staple in my dinners. I'm talking about carrots. I am talking about my beloved carrots. This is watercolor painting I did. I love painting with watercolors, and I believe this turned out pretty well. It got contrast and depth, and I love it. And more about how you can get this artwork in a moment. Now let's stick to the nutrition facts. Carrots are great if you want to lose weight, get healthy, and manage your body weight without effort, because they have fiber and water. So bulk, which means satiety, with 0 calories, but they also have calories. They have more calories, more carbs, more starches than the non-starchy vegetables like zucchini and celery, cucumbers and tomatoes. So they give us more energy, more the actual calories we are eating for, but without the excess, because they have a low content of fat. But that doesn't mean 0% fat. They have fatty acids. They are complete packs of nutrition. They have also proteins, and they have a lot of vitamins, a lot of polyphenols and antioxidants and minerals and all the good stuff that is packed in high-carb whole foods. So they are starchier than non-starchy vegetables, but they are not that starchy like tubers, like potatoes, for example. They have 35 calories per 100 gram, and that means you can eat a lot of bulk, a lot of carrots. And at the end of that meal with a lot of carrots, you won't have an excess. You won't eat in surplus. You won't overeat on calories. Yes, you will have a big portion, and from the outside, you might seem like you are overeating because you have a huge portion. And in this society, huge bowls of vegetables, huge bowls of potatoes, huge bowls of carrots means overeating. But it's not. It's only a huge portion of water and fibers and some other good nutrition and calories, but is not eating in surplus, is not having an overload of calories, is not overly eating. So you can have a lot of sweetness and juiciness from carrots with not so many calories. For example, you can eat like a side dish, as I was eating, 2 pounds of carrots. 2 pounds of carrots is 300 calories? Is not much, isn't it? So 300 calories with 2 pounds of food. That's why I said you can have large portions, and from outside it might look like overeating, but you won't overeat. You won't have a surplus of calories. 300 calories, only the side dish, because you will have the main part of the calories coming from a starchier vegetables, like potatoes, like sweet potatoes, like nyame and yuca, or other starchier foods like whole grains, like whole legumes. So you can have your millet, for example, or rice and quinoa, or your buckwheat, whatever you like, with carrots. Or you can have a stew with lentils, with beans, or with chickpeas, and the side dish being these carrots. And at the end of that dinner, you won't have over 900 calories. If you are smaller, you will eat less than 900 calories. You won't have that big of an appetite. But if you are overweight, if you are severely overweight, if you are obese, of course you will eat more than 900 calories. How to cook carrots to taste good? You can boil them, steamed, saute, roast them in the oven, and even eat them raw in tons of combinations of vegetables and salads, like in chilera. I am now in Costa Rica, more about this in the future videos, and they have chilera, and carrots, raw carrots, are a big part of this dish. My main way to cook them was saute, a little bit of water in a pan for 10-15 minutes, and like that, without anything on top. But of course you can add salt. I had salt in some days, but not much. I didn't feel like adding salt because they are tasty. Of course, when you come after this high in sodium and high in fat and high in artificial flavors diet, this standard way of eating, you won't feel those carrots as being tasty. You won't regard them as tasty. But after the few weeks of transitioning to this way of eating, your desensitized taste buds will adapt to more subtle tastes in these natural foods. Whatever tastes good to you, please add on top of these carrots, as long as it is low-fat, oil-free, and vegan, and low in sodium. So have soy sauce, but low in sodium soy sauce, or dilute them with a little bit of water. It's nice because will help you enjoy more your dinner and eat more of it. And the more you eat, the more carrots you eat, the less junk you will eat the next day, because this is the dinner or the next hours. The next few hours after dinner, if you are a night owl and you won't go to sleep by 9, you won't crave. The more carrots, the more bulk means more satiety. So whatever makes you eat more of it is good. So add on top of them salt. It's okay. If that salt makes you eat a lot of carrots, that's great. Now let's address the vitamin A. It's not going to give us a toxicity, vitamin A toxicity. A lot of carrots, pounds of carrots every day. No, it's actually a whole food. You are not going to separate the vitamins from the fiber. So our body will absorb only part of those minerals, and only a part of those precursor of vitamin A will be converted to actual vitamin A. Our body won't convert more than it needs. So we will flush away all the extra beta-carotenoids, and we won't suffer from this vitamin A toxicity. This is not happening. You won't get toxicity from eating whole foods. Your body is smarter than that. You don't isolate the beta-carotenoids. You don't take them in the form of juice, isn't it? I'm not promoting that. I am to eat whole foods. Eat them, like I said, roasted, boiled, steamed, sauté, or raw, but never juice them. It's a whole food. Eat them like they are present in the nature. Now I will give you an example of a way of eating while losing weight in 2020-2021. For breakfast, bananas and tomatoes in a form of salad with wakame seaweed. This is a gorgeous salad. You have to try it. The creaminess and the sweetness of bananas is paired with the savory juiciness and sourness of tomatoes. Not to mention the saltiness of the seaweed. It's a combination made in heaven. For lunch, fruits or fruits and oatmeal. For this day, apples, like 1 pound, 1.5 pounds, sometimes 2 pounds of apples, and the oatmeal made with around 100, 120, 150 grams of dry oats with boiled water, with some soy milk or soy yogurt, with a banana or two, and berries, and sometimes with grounded flax seeds and the Brazil nut. And for dinner, there's carrots as a side dish, and I always start my dinners with a side dish, with the vegetables, with the salad, with the steamed and the saute, in this case, carrots, and potatoes made in the oven, like roasted potatoes, or steamed, or a salad made of the potatoes, or mashed potatoes. Of course, regular with sweet potatoes, because this is the creamiest and the sweetest mashed potatoes out there, with sweet potatoes as well. Or with rice, so have these carrots with a risotto or simple whole basmati rice, because I'm simple like that. Eat a lot of it. Eat this juiciness and the goodness and creaminess of the rice. A lot of it. No need of additives to have a nutritious meal that keeps you full and gives you energy and satiety for hours until the next day. Or with a stew made out of tomatoes and onions and these carrots as well in the stew, with lentils or with chickpeas, with mushrooms and leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard or kale. And what else? Nothing else. And this is an example of a day of eating, with fruits and oatmeal, and carrots with starchy foods for dinner. And this is how I lost weight without going in deficit. Guys, it's not rocket science. You don't have to portion control. You don't have to eat small amount of food. You don't have to pursue a deficit and live with hunger and with cravings and with binges that come after always. You just have to eat enough of the best nutrition for our species, which is these high in carb, high in fiber, high in water, and low in fat foods. It's not complicated at all. You don't have to go in deficit. You have just to remove all the excess calories that come from a high in fat, low in fiber, low in water diet. Our standard way of eating is very high in fat. It's very high in processed plants, so very low in fiber. It's very dry, so very low in water. It's very high in animal products, which are high in fat and zero fiber, because fiber is a compound made in plants, by plants. So this is the way you lose weight without going in deficit. Eat the volumes. Eat a lot of the volumes. Eat a lot from fruits, vegetables, starchy vegetables, whole grains and legumes. And you will have at the end of the day less than 3,000 calories. And obese people eat over 3,500 calories. And a lot of them eat over 4,500 calories. When you eat like I am teaching over here, you eat below 3,000 calories. And this is how you lose weight, by removing all these 1,000 calories. You don't have to sweat. You don't have to go to gym to burn those 1,000 calories or 1,500 calories every day. Will take a lot of work to burn 1,000 calories every day, to be constant every day, to do those crazy workouts that will give you those minus 1,000 calories. No, you just have to eat smarter. You have to be friend with this high in fiber, high in carbs, low in fat foods. And I have a lot of videos about this process, how this mathematic works. And not only that, because plants have not only the advantage of fiber and water and being low in fat, they have anti-inflammatory compounds. They help us balance our hormones. They make us more insulin sensitive, decrease our insulin resistance, and also detoxify our liver, our skin, our colon, and all our body. Please go to watch all of my videos if you want to be better prepared and understand better the plants and why they are your best friend to lose weight and keep it off. Now, lastly, let's go back to this painting of this very important food, VIP, carrots. You can get this artwork in a form of digital download, wall art. I wrote those nice words, carrot on. It's a nice message to have on your walls with my hand in Procreate after digitalizing my painting. And you can have this digital product, to download it right now and get to your local printer and to have it by night, by the end of this day, on your wall. It's a high resolution file in a big format and a big size, so you can have a big wall art in your kitchen to inspire you eat more of these nice starchy vegetables, which are carrots. So please purchase this wall art. You can find link in the description box below. And while you are there, please check my services if you want me to coach you to get lean and healthy. Now I want to hear from you. What's your favorite veggie and what's your favorite dressing? We all need more inspiration in the comments section. It's a nice source of inspiration, I believe. Yes, I learn a lot from all of you guys. Now please give me a like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell. Share this video with your social media. Now I see you in this video where I speak the foods I got rid of in 2020 from my already plant-based, high-carb, and vegan diet, and finally started losing weight.